Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the NC500. I think Gaia and I slept pretty well last night, didn't we, Gaia? Yeah, her tail's wagging, so I think that's a yes from her. It was absolutely wonderful to just sleep out here in the middle of nothingness, and of course just like by the lock. The midges kind of settled down after a while, and there doesn't seem to be any now, maybe because it's slightly cooler today. I've actually got a jumper on for the first time on this trip. So let's pack up the van and we'll get started with our day. Good girl. Obviously, because I made the bed not very well, it's always a bit of a mission like that to put it away in the morning, but we get there in the end, so it's all worth it. We've just moved literally 4 minutes up the road and we're at the top of the sort of hill cliff thing now, and the lighthouse is just a few hundred meters, so we're going to go to the most northern point of mainland Britain. There's an official car park just past the cattle grid through there, and you have to pay to stay there. I didn't see how much it was because it was already crowded, so there's just like this lay-by here which can fit about 5 cars, and there's no sign, so I'm just leaving the van here. Also, you can see down there there's someone who's probably slept over there for the night. All the way up here there's like pull-offs on the side where, you know, if you're responsible, leave no trace, then I don't see why there's any problem with you staying there. But there has been problems in the past of people leaving rubbish and everything like that, and it just ruins it for the rest of us. So make sure you take your trash with you and any other trash that you find. Okay, Gaia's really excited to go to the most northern point of mainland Britain. Let's do it. Watch out, she can't go over the cattle grid. Here we are, the most northern point of mainland Britain. The sign says so, so it must be true. The most northern point of mainland Britain passes the vibe check, and so does this lovely Scottish weather. I'm actually getting really warm in the jumper. I might need to take it off and go back to my traditional Scottish outfit of t-shirts. I'm just so happy with this weather, but I know I should make the most of it while it lasts, because probably by the time I get to go climb Ben Nevis it's going to be snowing or torrential rain or something crazy like that. You can even see the tops of a few houses just behind me in the distance there, and it just always amazes me when people live in places like this, like so remote, literally the end of the, well, not the end of the earth, but the end of the UK, or the beginning of the UK, whichever way you look at it. But it's just, oh, again, Scotland is amazing me. We've just come up to the summit viewpoint, and what a fabulous view it is. There's the ocean behind me, and then over there are the Orkney Islands, the Isle of Hoy, that is, some islands off the coast of Scotland, and then here we can see all the locks, and I think I slept just over that way yesterday. Oh, pretty spectacular. Just arrived at the parking spot for Puffin Cove. Can you see all these flies? I'm kind of scared to get out of the van. The flies weren't actually too bad once I got out of the car, and this is where we've, well, me, Gaia didn't drive, where we've parked up. There's currently 2 big motorhomes, 3 cars and my small van, and probably you could squeeze 1 more vehicle in there, so I don't think this is such a popular place to come. The path down there is across this moorland, and there was 2 tracks where it looked like people had already walked, but it was super boggy and muddy, whereas on this path it's covered in grass and it's quite dry. So yeah, I've got my hiking shoes on anyway, just in case, but I'm ready for it. As you can see, the path down looks quite steep, and there's just been some people who have come up very out of breath, but you know, it will be worth it. The path down keeps getting steeper and steeper. I literally feel like I'm about to slip down, especially with Gaia. I always say this, Gaia always pulls me down, but we'll keep going. Well, it was definitely worth almost falling down for, and it's definitely going to be worth the hike back up, because this place is just absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me a bit of the Church Doors Beach in Wales in my other video. As you can see, there's now quite a few people who have made the trek down here. This is probably the busiest attraction that I've been to on the NC500 so far. So there is the Puffin Cove behind me, and then if you come over to this way, there's like a little archway to go through to the next part of the beach. So this is why I said it's very similar to the one in Wales that I went to. This is what I'm talking about. How cool is this? Oh, the rocks are very slippery here, they're covered in seaweed, so I don't know if I want to go any further. But it's yeah, just a quick walk through there, and then you come out here. It's bloody fantastic. Of course, just as I decide to go back up to the van, all the way up that really steep cliff face, the sun has just come blazing out, and now it's super hot. And even though I keep saying I'm going to wear shorts, I'm still wearing my leggings. Oh, let's do this. I know why those people were huffing and puffing as they came up, because oh my god, this is bloody steep. It's gone windy though, so I'm getting cooled down by the lovely wind. Oh, Gaia, please pull me up, just pull me like a sled. This is probably the steepest climb I've done. Oh my god, I'm so unfit. How am I going to climb Ben Nevis? I think I'm like 2/3 of the way there, like up the steep part anyway, and then I still need to walk across the moorland, but it should be okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I made it to the top. We're back on the kind of flat-ish land. You know you're unfit when you're overtaken by people who are visibly quite a bit older than you. It wasn't that bad though. Now I'm at the top, I'm saying that of course, but it was like, it took me like 5 minutes, but it was like really steep just for those few minutes. Oh, I think I'm gonna, I don't know if I could have lunch here because of all the flies, but I'll try and maybe find, oh it's so windy, maybe find a different spot to park up where there's not so many flies and have some lunch there, because I'm Hank Marvin now, and I think Gaia is too. She's had enough of me dragging her on these walks. No, the thing is, usually she drags me on walks, and now we're out walking all day every day. She's getting enough of it. Oh, I'm bloody tired now as well. The not so glam part about van life, carrying Gaia's poo around until we find a bin. There's so many flies, so we're definitely not staying here for lunch. We are gonna go off somewhere else. In you go. Good girl. Up. Good girl. Literally not even 10 minutes drive down the road, we've ended up here in Melvich Beach. I think that's not the main part of the beach. I think we can walk down a little bit into there. But there's this gravel path, like with very loose gravel, and then at the end there's quite a large car park here, but it says no caravans, and if you're in you know, anything quite large like a large van, you might struggle a bit because it was very very wobbly on the gravel, and I was barely doing 5 miles an hour. It's so windy outside. The other place was full of flies. This place has none because it's so windy. So I've just got the back doors open for a bit of light and air, otherwise it's like a dark cave in here. And like my rubbish hanging up there is just rattling around. The van is shaking. Guy has just finished her lunch. Oh wow, you've eaten it all. Apart from that bloody carrot still there. Gaia and I have just woken from a mega nap and we haven't even made it to the beach yet, which is where we're headed now. And we've decided that we're going to stay here. I always say we, but it was me who decided. She doesn't have any say in the decision. But we've decided to stay here for the night instead of heading on to Dunnet, and then the plan for tomorrow I'm going to break up into 2 days instead, because I don't have a time frame, I don't have a time limit, and I'm feeling tired today, so I'm just taking it easy. The walk to the beach appears to be through these lovely sand dunes. Just a short stroll apparently. Yet again, there's not a single soul around. I can't believe that there's not more people coming to these places. Like, this golden sand beach is so beautiful and it's really big. I don't know whether it's because it's 6 p.m. and it's a bit cold and a bit rainy that there's nobody here, or if nobody usually comes here, but Melvich Bay, check it out. Already bedded down for the night. I don't know if you can see, guys, they're already asleep. She got a bit excited earlier in the sand dunes and the smell of sheep, and I don't know, she saw a rabbit or something, so that's worn her out for the night. But yeah, there's a few other vans here in the car park. There's one just next to me and there's 2 more on that side. So I'll leave it here for day 3 of the NC500, and I'll leave you with some of the views from my van. Thanks for watching. Bye.